Celebrities take great care to project a well-curated image of themselves. Their social media posts are carefully planned, their interviews coached, and their public appearances approached with the utmost professionalism. While the majority of them save their best smiles for the cameras, some of them turn into totally different people when they think no one's watching. Working for Hollywood stars might be a dream for some people, but for others, it can be a real nightmare. Here are the top 10 celebrities that had their embarrassing secrets exposed by staff. Number 10. Naomi Campbell. When it comes to her staff, the model has a reputation for being a lot to handle. She was accused of slapping her driver until he was forced to pull over and call the police, but by the time they arrived, Naomi had bolted from the vehicle. There was also the time in 2003 when she was sued by her former assistant for throwing a phone at her during a tantrum. In 2004, her maid claimed to have been slapped around the face. In 2005, her personal assistant alleged that Naomi had smacked her around the head with a BlackBerry, and in 2007 she was sentenced to community service after attacking her New York maid, who had to get stitches after Naomi beat her around the head with a crystal-encrusted phone, all because she couldn't find a particular pair of jeans. The model allegedly demands that 25 lily-scented candles must be lit and placed strategically around the house, 5 in the bathroom, 10 in the bedroom, and 10 in the living room. Number 9. Ryan Gosling. According to leaked information from household staff, Ryan Gosling allegedly likes to pee sitting down. Of all the misdemeanors that his maid could have talked about to the press, this could well be the most random. It's true that it might be a little funny, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. In fact, there could even be some health benefits. A 2014 study by Leiden University Medical Center in the Netherlands found that sitting down is actually good for you, as it encourages a more favorable urodynamic profile. But of course, that's not all. There's no easy way to share this, but the star's former household staff have also claimed that Ryan likes to walk up the stairs on all fours. Of course, he only does this in the comfort of his own home, or people would have taken notice of this a long time ago. Apparently, he also waxes his body multiple times a month, and he sleeps with his head at the foot of his bed. But should these slightly strange habits make you like him any less? Well, I'll be the first to say I don't think so. Number 8. Olivia Wilde. The Daily Mail recently published a long-winded saga from an unnamed woman who says that she took care of Olivia Wilde and Jason Sudeikis' children for 3 years. She claims that towards the end of 2020, Olivia left the family to be with Harry Styles, which led Jason to spiral into rageful drinking binges. After getting caught in the crossfire, the nanny claims that she was suddenly fired by Jason when he was drunk in early 2021, without severance pay or even a recommendation letter. When she was left alone with him, Jason allegedly pointed to a salad dressing that Olivia had made and told the nanny she made the salad and she made her special dressing, and she's leaving with her salad to have dinner with Harry. When the nanny looked confused, he said, "She has a special salad dressing that she makes for us, and she's taken it to have it with him now." Essentially, Jason brought up the salad dressing as evidence that Olivia was going to be leaving the family and having dinner with Harry, because apparently she has it with every meal. This version of events is actually quite sad when you think about it, because it almost confirms that infidelity was involved in their separation. If you're loving this video so far, please hit that like button, it would really help us out. Number 7. James Corden. On Monday, the owner of a high-end New York City restaurant called Balthazar made a viral Instagram post blasting James Corden for his horrible behavior towards staff. He called him a tiny cretin of a man and the worst customer to his servers since the restaurant opened 25 years ago. He claimed in one instance, James demanded 2 free rounds of drinks for him and his friends after he presented a hair that was found on his food and said, "Get us another round of drinks this second, and also take care of all of our drinks so far. This way I don't have to write any nasty reviews on Yelp." On another occasion, he is said to have flipped out when an egg yolk omelette his wife had ordered was found to have a little egg white in it. He allegedly went ballistic and started tearing into the waiter, saying, "Maybe I should go into the kitchen and cook the omelette myself." According to the owner, James was so awful that he felt compelled to out him publicly and ban him from the restaurant, something that is very rarely done in high-end establishments. Number 6. Ariana Grande. Back in 2014, reports emerged that the singer demanded to be carried around like a baby after she shared photos of herself being toted around. A source told Life and Style magazine, "Her new rule is that she has to be carried, literally carried like a baby when she doesn't feel like walking." She says that she doesn't want her precious feet to hit the floor. At just 5 feet tall, it doesn't seem like a big deal for any sizable person to carry her around. Even Ariana once defended a 2013 picture that showed her being carried off stage by staff, describing it as a post-show ritual when her feet were broken. But the reality is that she doesn't get carried around all the time. She went on The Late Show with James Corden and said, "I'll tell you what happened. There was a picture of me being carried around by my tour manager because I had shot a video in pointed shoes, and I posted it because I thought it was cute. My toes were bleeding." So there was a good reason for her being carried in the first place. Number 5. Jennifer Lopez. This one is really indefensible. Jennifer Lopez allegedly got a German hotel maid fired for asking for an autograph. Dodaj was a staff member at the luxury Melia Hotel in Dusseldorf, Germany during Jennifer's stay in 2012. She was a big fan of JLo and finally worked up the courage to knock on her hotel door and ask for an autograph, but she was promptly turned away. The next day, she was fired from her job. She told The Sun, "I am an incredibly big fan, so I took all my courage and rang the bell to get an autograph, but I was rejected by 2 assistants at the door. A day later, the cleaning company that employed me at the hotel called and said that Ms. Lopez had complained. I was fired right there on the phone." If the incident really happened, it's hard to ignore the irony when you remember that Jennifer played a hotel maid in the movie Made in Manhattan. Number 4. Meghan Markle. A shocking new book called Courtiers: The Hidden Power Behind the Crown claims that Meghan Markle has always desired to be rejected by the royal family. According to an ex-employee quoted by the author, "Everyone knew that the institution would be measured by her happiness. The mistake they made was thinking that she wanted to be happy. She wanted to be rejected because she was obsessed with that narrative from day one." The book also suggests that Meghan was trying to create a trail of evidence to support her story of being rejected. Several members of staff came out labeling her as a narcissistic sociopath and claimed that Harry and Meghan had played them. Apparently, they also refer to themselves as the Sussex Survivors Club after they stopped working for the couple. The book delves into how the Duchess allegedly became obsessed with the victim story that served as a basis for Megxit, as it has been her plan all along. Number 3. Amber Heard. You could argue that the actress has already been humbled big time after losing the defamation trial brought against her by Johnny Depp, but as followers of the case were glued to their screens for the 6 weeks that the trial was live streamed, viewers were subjected to various stories of her arrogance and entitlement. While Depp was out of the country filming in March of 2015, Eastern Columbia building personnel testified that Amber received Elon Musk late at night in their shared penthouse, and that she specifically asked the front desk staff to give him access to the building's parking garage and the penthouse elevator late at night. The front desk staff would go on to testify that they saw him leaving the building the very next morning. It was also revealed during the trial that Amber bullied her ex-assistant Kate James, refusing to pay her a living wage. And according to James, one of her duties as an assistant was collecting 2 copies of any magazine that featured Amber on the cover and storing them in the garage. So it's likely that the actress was extremely self-obsessed, among other things. Number 2. Mariah Carey. The singer was once sued by her nanny, who claimed that she worked around 100 hours per week and that she worked without overtime pay and was expected to be on call every hour of the day. According to former nanny Maria Bergius, she was underpaid for her job, making $25 an hour, while receiving no compensation for lengthy work hours of travel alongside the family. In her lawsuit, the nanny also made mention that the working conditions were less than ideal. She also complained about the treatment that she was getting from Mariah's bodyguard, and she claimed that in December of 2017, when they were all traveling to Las Vegas together, he started yelling at her and threatened to kick her out of the car and leave her by the road. She complained about the incident but said that nothing was done. Not only that, but Mariah herself said, "Unfortunately, I have to have nannies, but I'm very hands-on. I fire nannies like this," and she snaps her fingers. She said, "I hate doing it, but I have to in case they try to make themselves more important in the baby's mind than me." And coming in at number 1, Elizabeth Moss. Caterers to celebrities are often used to handling various outrageous requests concerning food preparation, and a common accommodating anything from elaborate dietary restrictions to hard to find ingredients. But when requests go even further than that, the kitchen staff definitely takes note. One worker recalled that while attending a party for the popular sci-fi show, The Handmaid's Tale, leading lady Elizabeth Moss needed an assistant just to stand by and hold her glass of wine all night. Supposedly, the star needed her hands free to greet incoming guests, but also wanted to get her drink on at the same time. It's a little strange to hear considering that tables are a thing, and she could have easily just put her glass down. But I guess when you have assistants, that's what some people use them for. I wouldn't say this request demonstrates straight up entitlement, but it isn't unique to Hollywood either. It's kind of like how Mike Myers allegedly had his assistant on set standing by just holding his personal chocolates in a dish. Well, that's everything that we have on the list for today. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next video.